Okay, boys and girls, let's continue with the story of the week, Seeds of Change. If you could please go to page 279. And here is the cover page, Seeds of Change. What do you see? What do you see on the cover page? What stands out to you? Okay, the tree, green, the sky, blue. I think this is supposed to be a mountain in the back. Some vines. Lots of green, lush leaves. There's a woman here dressed very colorfully, and there's like a small plant in her hand and dirt, maybe the roots. She looks happy. Okay, so let's please continue. If you could please go to page 280 and 281. Okay, so let's look at the illustrations on this page. Very colorful dresses. I think the girl on the other page, I think it was this one. So I think she's younger. This one's older. They're eating some kind of fruit or vegetable. Still that lush greenery, a big tree. I see birds chirping, a gecko, like a lizard, and monkeys. Oh, look in the corner. I see a trunk of an elephant. So there's an elephant here. Okay, lots of animals. They're barefooted. Okay, let's read, boys and girls. Come, Wangari's mother called. She beckoned her young daughter over to a tall tree with a wide, smooth trunk and a crown of green oval leaves. Feel, her mother whispered. Wangari spread her small hands over the tree's trunk. She smoothed her fingers over the rough bark. This is the mugumo, her mother said. It is home to many. It feeds many too. She snapped off a wild fig from a low branch and gave it to her daughter. Wangari ate the delicious fruit, just as geckos and elephants did. High in the tree, birds chirped in their nests. The branches bounced with jumping monkeys. Our people, the Kikuyu of Kenya, believe that our ancestors rest in the tree's shade, her mother explained. Wangari wrapped her arms around the trunk as if hugging her great-grandmother's spirit. She promised never to cut down the tree. Okay, boys and girls, let's talk about what we just read. Okay, so now we know these two individuals. This is mother and daughter. By text evidence, it says mother, young daughter. Okay. Wangari, the young girl, she wrapped her hands around the tree's trunk. Let's look up the word trunk, boys and girls. A tree's trunk. So the trunk of a tree, boys and girls, is this part of the tree, that thick part. Either there can just be one, or there's one trunk with thick branches. This one has two, like this trunk split in two, but this is the trunk of a tree. And that is what that young girl wrapped her arms around of the tree. And her mother said, this is the mugumo. And she explained this word. It is home to many. It feeds many too. So as you can see in the illustration, it's home to elephants it's home to the monkeys and gecko and birds. And it feeds, right there, the monkey's eating something and the elephant is reaching for that fruit as well. And they're even eating the fruit from the tree. Okay. And the mother, she snapped off a wild fig from a low branch. Let's look up the word fig. And this is what they're eating, boys and girls. It came from that tree. This is the fig, a fruit. Okay. Okay, and so here, boys and girls, where it said Wangari ate the delicious fruit as geckos and elephants did. The illustration shows us that. High in the tree, birds chirped in their nests. The branches bounced with jumping monkeys. Boys and girls, this right here is demonstrating imagery, because when I read the sentence that the birds chirped in their nests, I hear that sensory language. I hear that. I hear the birds chirping, making noises, and the monkeys jumping. I see that. That is an image. That's a visual that I'm getting. So good figurative language here, very descriptive. And the mother even explained that our people, let's see how you pronounce that word. Let's go listen to it, boys and girls. Kikuyu. Kikuyu. So boys and girls, her people, the Kikuyu of Kenya, Kikuyu. And remember, boys and girls, this is a biography, so it's a story about a real person. So these people, her ancestors, remember ancestors, people in your family who lived long ago, these people, the Kikuyu of Kenya, still exist. This is them. This is these individuals, their culture. Okay. And the mother is telling her daughter that their people, their ancestors believe, that their ancestors, their family members from long ago, rest in the tree's shade. And tree shade, boys and girls, is this dark part. Since the tree is so big, when the sun hits the tree, it creates a shade underneath because it blocks the sun rays. So this is the shade of a tree, boys and girls. And you can see here more examples of shade that is created by the trees. So these people, the Kikuyu of Kenya, these individuals, they believe that their ancestors are resting underneath the shade of this tree. And the little girl wrapped her arms again around the trunk as if she was hugging her great-grandmother's spirit. So boys and girls, that is figurative language. The Wangari is comparing the trunk as if she's really hugging her great-grandmother's spirit. And she promised never to cut down the tree. Why do you think, boys and girls, she made that promise? Why do you think Wangari promised to never cut down that tree? Give you some time to think about that. Okay, boys and girls, if you said that because her mother told her that her ancestors rest in the shade of a tree, so if that tree gets cut down, where would her ancestors rest? So that is why she made that promise. All right, boys and girls, thank you. We'll continue with the next page and we'll continue with the next page. Thank you, boys and girls.